Hey everyone, I'm Jake from Jake on Media, and today we're going to be going through 10 things you should do before hiring a photographer. Let's get into it. Alright, let's jump right into it with the first thing on the list, which is research and read reviews. Now this may seem like an obvious thing to do, but it's very crucial when you're picking a photographer. And it's also a great way to verify the legitimacy of the photographer. Alright, now for number 2 on the list, which is style. This is also a very big thing to consider when you're picking a photographer because you want to make sure the photographer's style suits what you're looking for. And if their style doesn't match what you want, then it's probably best to move on to the next photographer on the list. And that leads me to the next item on my list, which is portfolio/experience. This is possibly one of the most important pieces of information that you're going to want to find because it's going to show you a variety of different things about the photographer that you're looking at. Some of the things you're going to want to look for when you're looking at their portfolio include things like their style, their experience, and just how well they know their craft. Moving on from that, we have the next item on the list, which is finding someone who understands your needs. Now, once you contact this photographer that you were looking at, you want to make sure that they understand your needs and care about what you have to say. If that photographer doesn't care about your wants or needs, then you're not going to be happy with the experience or the final product. So it's probably best to steer clear. Moving on to the next thing on the list, price. It's obviously always a smart thing to compare prices. So comparing the prices of the photographers in your area is going to be crucial to finding the best possible value for your money. So make sure you don't skip this tip. And that leads me to the next topic, locations. This is very important to know, especially if you're expecting the photographer to have a studio. A lot of photographers don't actually own their own studio and instead only do location shoots. So before you book that photographer, make sure you know whether or not this is the case. And now for the next item on the list, creativity. One of the best assets a photographer can have is creativity. If the photographer lacks this skill, the photos may come out underwhelming. So make sure you look for creativity throughout their portfolio. And that leads me to the next topic, finding someone who loves what they do. Photographers that love what they do can really make the process so much easier and a lot less stressful. They usually aim to make it a fun and harmless experience. And now for the 9th tip, ask questions and voice concerns. If you end up investing in a photographer even though you have questions or concerns, you might not understand what you're getting yourself into. So it's best to ask every question and voice every concern that you can think of so you and the photographer are on the same page. And now for my final tip, interview them. This is normally only something you'll do if you're hiring a wedding photographer or if you're just really unsure about the photographer in general. Honestly, I've never been interviewed for senior portraits. However, I would be open to it, and I'm sure a lot of other photographers would as well. Alright, those are all the tips I have when it comes to hiring a photographer. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like this, subscribe by clicking right here. Thanks for watching, and always remember to capture great moments.